Is the executive director for Family Flourish ND, and she is here to tell us more. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Good morning. Thank you.
Before we get into specifics, the thing that I noticed in reading the literature, this is a real team effort. This takes more than just one group. This is a collaboration of a lot of folks, isn't it?
It really is. It's a partnership with 13 different communities across the state and a partnership with the state and the nonprofit world to really raise awareness about prevention and to do activities.
Mm-hmm. You know, families, all of them are busy, they have challenges, but as you look at it, what are some of the steps that people can take maybe if they're in a situation where they need help?
I would say reach out
Yeah.
and just ask. There's people all around that are willing to help. And as a citizen, I would also say, if you see a family that is needing assistance, then don't hesitate to reach out. I think about when my son was little and only time I could go to the grocery store was in the middle of nap time, and he's having a meltdown and you're horrified because of the way they're behaving, and an older lady or another mom would say, you know what, I've been there, it'll get better. Yeah. It really helped alleviate the tension and just in me. So even those little things make a huge difference.
Well, it's not just the child maybe acting up, but for the parent, there's a sense of embarrassment too. Like you're not holding up your end of the bargain and being a good parent, right?
Right. And letting them know, you're a good mom, you're doing great. Sure. I've been there. It helps. Yeah.
Now, I had mentioned to Christy, I said, I wish this would have printed out in color, but this is just a list of all the things that you guys have going on this special month for Child Abuse Prevention Month. Tell us some of the highlights of what you have coming up in April.
We have so many things going on across the entire state. So we have activities happening in Crosby, all the way to Minot and Grand Forks, and then from Fargo over to Dickinson and down to Ellendale and everything in between. We have family fairs coming up in the Bismarck-Mandan area. We have a community walk that will be at Fort Lincoln State Park.
Sure.
So I would encourage, and they're all free. They're free to the families to do. There's parenting classes and book clubs and
yeah, and this is online, so that people can find that and say, hey, this is going on this weekend. Why don't we go out there as a family and take part in this? And you know, one of the things is one situation of abuse or neglect of the child is too many. However, there is some good news. If you look at the numbers of reported cases, I believe it is, that went from 23 to 24. The number actually shrank.
It did, and I think a lot of that is the family supports and reaching out, and so families are getting better support. And sometimes, you know, reports are made and it's not necessarily an abuse issue, but it could be a financial or a poverty issue. And so having that kind of support, whether it's SNAP or Medicaid expansion or some of the things that help alleviate daycare.
Right. Now, I think that there are probably some obvious signs that people can see of neglect or abuse, but what are some of the more subtle things that maybe people can look for? And I'm saying, you know, maybe a child is being spanked too aggressively or something like that, or you see a child in a hot car or something like that. Those are the obvious ones. Are there some less obvious signs that we could be looking for as well?
I would say, you know, sometimes kids know. So one of the great signs that there may be something wrong, and it's not always, but if kids don't want to be around someone, then
they're a good barometer, aren't they?
They are.
They really are. And there are numbers that people can call if you see something like that. There's an 833-958-3500 number that you can call if indeed you see something or you're suspicious of something.
Definitely, and reach out because they will help you determine, you know, is this something to report or not? So they don't just open cases because of a phone call, but you can talk to them and share your concerns, and they will take it from there.
They'll take it from there and look deeper into it to see if there is an issue.
Yes.
All right, 15 seconds. Do you have a parting comment, something you want people to walk away from this from?
Get involved. and really reach out and participate in these activities, because what you learn today will change your kids' lives and it will change future generations.
Christy Dodd, thank you for your information and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Happy Easter to you.